Tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Joel Embiid out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
KD's shot is off. And even 3-on-3 break. Oubre outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Durant wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Maxey. The tray. Shot by Grimes. No good. Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime in Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Outside, Maxey. Fader on the way. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Maxey kicks to George. Embiid with the screen undone. George with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Shot clock at 6. Embiid the pass to George. Overdone. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. Booker's got 5 now.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
The 3 from George, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Durant. O'Neal sets the screen for Durant. And it's off from 3-point range. Philadelphia has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. It's deflected. Here's Beal. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Embiid with the screen on Durant. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Durant gets it to go.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Booker against Maxey. Booker the pass to Durant. Booker left side for 3. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker. KD's got 9 points.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
Now, here's Maxey. Scoreless thus far from outside the arc. Embiid inside, defended by Richards. Embiid's shot is good.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Outside, KD. And he drives in.
And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
O'Neal with it, now defended by Embiid. Plumlee, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Edwards passes to Yabusele. Outside Butler. Jones from outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The kick outside to Butler. Embiid with a screen on Beal. Here's McCain. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Allen. Launches a three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here is Butler. Allen with it. Butler covering. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Pass to Beal. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. No good from outside. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Yabusele can't hit. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Allen, that's good. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
It's Edwards on the wing for the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Philadelphia has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's McCain. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. The Suns leading. It's Beal on the wing. The three. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Here's McCain. Buries it from 3-point range. McCain's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Edwards with the screen. Wide open look. That one goes. Count it. McCain's got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That ties it up. Busele's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
O'Neal misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Pass to McCain. Clock at 6. Now here's Butler, defended by Jones. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Plumlee with a screen on it. Jones from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. So, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. George, no good. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside, KD. The 3-ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
76ers ball.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Maxey kicks to George. Pass to Oubre. For the lead. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And now Philadelphia on the break. Oubre on the wing. From outside off the mark. Suns trail by 3. Lets it go with the 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Booker. KD's got 14 points.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Grimes tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, Durant from way out there.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Takes a 3. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Booker from the arc. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
Nice read from the veteran Durant that time, recognizing the defense had overcommitted.
Maxey passes to Grimes. They need this. Oh, that's offensive interference. O'Neal's check in for the Suns. And the 76ers also making a change. Yabusele, he's checked in for George. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Booker the pass to O'Neal. O'Neal a screen on Oubre. And that one drops for him. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Wow, Embiid from way outside.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Phoenix.
Booker looking around. Right side O'Neal. Pass to KD. The 3, 6 on the shot clock, and it's Grimes with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Maxey takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for O'Neal, and Jones subbed in for Devin Booker.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Durant sets a screen for Allen. It's up a 3. Durant, no good. The 76ers trail by 4. Maxey on the wing, defended by Jones. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 6.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Substitution on the court.
Jones for 3. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Phoenix ahead, up by 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 4-point game. Dunn is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. O'Neal with the steal. Lowry against Jones. And he can extend the lead to double digits. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Bona. Misses the 3. Jones with it. Lowry picks him up. Booker against Maxey. Pass to Plumlee. There's the triple. And it's Lowry with the rebound. Philadelphia with the ball. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's McCain. There's the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Booker kicks to Plumlee. And they recover it. This one for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside for Lowry. Sinks the three-pointer.
And those are the shots that get your teammates fired up. Lowry with a huge shot in the arm.
Plumlee sets the pick for Booker. Pass to Plumlee. Fires for three. That doesn't go in either for Plumlee.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense, he checks all the boxes.
Done with a screen on Maxey. For three, Booker adds Bona with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Bona. Philadelphia moving the ball around to take the lead. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hits it from three-point range.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Outside Lowry. Here's the lob to the hoop. Plumlee with the steal. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Maxey. That's good from Booker on the assist from Dunn. And it's an 8-point Suns lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Fades back. Again, the miss by Booker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Suns leading by 8. Dunn sets a screen for Jones. Trains the three-pointer.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Phoenix.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Maxey. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Maxey against Booker. Lets it go from deep. A shot off that time.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Pass to Yabusele. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Bona missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Pure from three-point range. Well, it's fair to say we could expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Here's Tatum, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
For three, Booker. Tatum pulls it in.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Phoenix. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Oh, deflected. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. To the paint, and stolen by Porzingis. Tatum against Booker. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Right side, Porzingis. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Tatum, here we go. Tipped. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
For three, Porzingis sinks it from distance. Porzingis has got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the shot goes down. Booker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Booker can't get it to go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Tatum passes to Brown. From outside, off the mark. The Suns trailing. Durant surveying the D. Richards with a screen. Lets it fly. Outside O'Neal. Outside for Booker. Clock at 6. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Got a hand on it. In transition, here they come. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Beal. Outside O'Neal. Richards with a screen. Back to Beal. For 3, Durant gets the 3 ball to go. Durant's got 6.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Holiday against Booker. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Phoenix leading by 4. Durant, pass to O'Neal. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Tatum. Brown finds Holiday. Tatum way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 7.
For almost anyone but Tatum, that's a bad shot. But he has the range to make all of that just so easy.
Here's Richards. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. 4-point game, and the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Pass to Durant. Beyond the arc. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Phoenix out in front. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Grayson Allen.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Again, the miss by Boston. Suns trail by 3. Jones feels it out. And the 3 off target. For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Tatum passes to Horford. Again, the miss by Boston. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Dunn. On target from range. And it's a tie ball game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Horford missing again. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Plumlee. The 3. He buries it from 3. Plumlee's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Tatum. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Craig. The shot no good. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Plumlee down low. Horford covering. Beal from outside. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
It's the confidence of Beal. He lets it fly from range when he really likes the look.
Here's Tatum. Shot to stop the run. Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars, some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Jones. A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis has checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard.
Look, that was good defense, but Brown, he's just too good and just continues all the way through.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Richards is checked in for Phoenix. Outside Durant. Puts it up. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Durant's got 8.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Richards with a screen. An open look for Durant. They get it back. Dunn right side. Oh, got a piece of it. Tatum with a steal. Pass to White. There's the block. And Booker puts up a deep 3. He can't get it to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Phoenix, thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Offensive rebound. Outside White. That one's wide left. The Suns leading. Outside Durant. There's a screen. Goes up on the wing. And it's good for 2. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Tatum. Oh, goodness! Jason Tatum!
Tatum's become very good at finding high percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
Snatched up! Richards, the pass to Dunn, and stolen by Porzingis. Tatum finds White. Back to Tatum. Holiday with the ball for the lead. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And when Porzingis can be a 3rd option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Tatum with it. Richards picks him up. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Dunn. Holiday against Booker. The 3-ball. Oh, yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Brown, a screen on Durant. Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum against Durant. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. From behind the arc. Porzingis misses. The Suns lead by 4. Pass to Dunn. Outside Durant. Back to Dunn. And here's Booker. He's covered by Holiday. Holiday against Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. The three, Durant. The rebound, Celtics. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum inside. Richards is there. The kick out to White. The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Holiday against Booker. Durant with a screen on Holiday. Booker for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Knocked away. Pass to Porzingis. Left side, Tatum. Porzingis with it. Covered by Richards. Porzingis misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Phoenix leading by 4. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. Here's the pick. Launches it. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And he comes up with a bucket. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Durant against Tatum. On the take, Durant. Here's Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 12 points.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Here's Brown. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Booker with it. Plenty of space. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Mason Plumlee, Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's done in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. O'Neal passes to Jones. Back to O'Neal. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. And the Suns lead by 5.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Tatum, shot is good.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
They set the pick. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Tatum with it. He's against O'Neal. Here's Horford. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Jones. Inside. He shoots it. Plumlee, no good.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Pass to Horford. Over Plumlee. Horford can't hit. The Suns lead by 6. Outside Jones. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal, and it's Beal in for Jones. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Holiday. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Holiday. Porzingis for three. Again, the miss by Boston. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. It's Beal on the wing. Dunn outside. And stolen by Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
For three, Durant. And right on target. Celtics trail by 6. Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Durant. For three, Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
2 points. That one goes.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Hooker, pass to Durant. And stolen by Holiday. On the wing, Tatum, guarded by Durant. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
And it's Porzingis at 7'3", a monster to go to late in the game.
Durant with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Durant. An open look for Booker. And he can't bank that one in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Here's Durant. And stolen by Holiday. It's a one-on-one situation. Tatum from long range. JT for three.
The guy you want taking this shot. Tatum gets fired up and delivers.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Durant for three. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
For 3. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Laces one from 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he can close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Gets an open look and hits.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. And it's the Celtics ball. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Porzingis against Embiid, 11 feet away. That one drops for him. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Puts it up from 7. Porzingis can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Embiid from outside. And Boston with the rebound. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is George. George sets a screen for Maxey. Back to George. To halt the run, it's good from long range.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Shoots from the baseline. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Maxey. Three-pointer by Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Embiid, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Up top, Porzingis. Knocked away. Stolen by George. And now Philadelphia on the break. Embiid from outside. It's hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Oubre with the steal. Embiid with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Grimes. And the 3-ball is good. Grimes has got a couple of threes now in the first with the 76ers. Tatum, that's for 2. Off target on the outside leaner.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot.
Porzingis inside. Embiid's there. There's Brown with the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Grimes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tatum drives in. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Drops one in from the wing. George has got 5 now.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Oubre with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum. He has 6.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Bryant. And here's George for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Edwards. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
From downtown. And Horford pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Picked by Horford. Pritchard passes to Horford. Three-pointer. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers lead. Fires the 3. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Austin's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Now, here's Lowry. Yabusele kicks to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Horford in the post. Lowry covering. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Philadelphia's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Pass to Edwards. Fades away. Embiid kicks to Yabusele. A three-pointer is right on target. Yabusele's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. Here's the screen. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Craig pulls it in. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Pritchard. And the 3 off target. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Embiid kicks to Yabusele. Rebound, Boston. Horford inside the line. No good from the wing. The 76ers leading by 5. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Yabusele's got 6 in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pritchard passes to Craig. Here's Pritchard. With the teardrop. Good work defensively by Lowry. 76ers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And the basket by Hauser.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half. Pass to Yabusele. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Lets the 3 fly. Hauser misses. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Edwards, a screen on Tatum. Misses the easy stuff. Celtics trail by 6. At the top of the key, Horford. Shoots over Embiid. Horford no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The 76ers with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Craig. Here's the 3. Busted. No good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 6. Lowry up top. Craig defending. Lowry's shot is good.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Horford from outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. Embiid with the screen on Horford. Right side Lowry. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, as you...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up that shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. The 76ers leading by 8. George way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. White dishes to Brown. The 3 from Porzingis. Oubre pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And a deep 3 from George. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 8. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
George with the screen on White. Grimes passes to George. Launches it. Rebound by Jrue Holiday. Celtics trail by 4. To the inside. Paul George with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Embiid's got 9.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Brown with the bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And the shot goes in.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
And here's Porzingis for a three. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. The 76ers leading by 7. Grimes passes to Embiid. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Porzingis can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Shot by Grimes, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. 7-point differential. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Beyond the arc. And Paul George good for 3. He's got 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Celtics trail by 8. And here's Brown outside. Holiday finds Brown. Back to Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Maxey in the corner. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 5. Maxey, no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive action.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Gordon is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Hauser. From deep. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tatum against Gordon. Here's Yabusele. Back to Gordon. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Shireman can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's McCain. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy. Embiid always ready to deliver.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
McCain trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Shot's good from Butler.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Not as good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Maxey against Holiday. Maxey, no good. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Puts it up, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Tries to keep it alive. Tatum against Maxey. Releases. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The 76ers leading by 6. And here's George for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Brown against Maxey. Jump hook, it's not going to go for him. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Porzingis, and Embiid pulls it down.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Embiid against Brown, tries again. Jason Tatum grabs the board. And here's Boston. They trail by 9 points. Porzingis, shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Oubre, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Stan Van Gundy.
about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the small forward position.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And here's Oubre from the arc. Can't hit that one. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Here's Booker. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Maxey.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
Puts up a deep three. Phoenix no good that time either. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Oubre against Durant. Pass to Grimes. George outside. Fires the three. Nails it from 3.
How about the range? I mean, that's big-time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Fires the three. And Booker hits from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The Suns have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Durant, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Embiid from outside. Oubre on the wing, guarded by Durant. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Fade away. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 5 points.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
He was all alone on that one.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. For 3, George. Richards pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Takes the 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Durant's gotten his second bucket. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Here's Grimes. Still no points. Hits the trifecta.
We know Paul George, a very capable playmaker, guys. He is brilliant as a passer.
The Suns shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Pass to Durant. From downtown, good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's a screen. Here's Grimes. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Beal. Outside Oubre. And Durant with the block.
Boy, how about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Oubre can't hit.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And the Suns get another three. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Durant against Oubre from outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got 4 rebounds in the game. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here's Jones. Plumlee, a screen on Butler. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Who poked away? The 76ers shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. There's the triple. The rebound by Allen. Now Plumlee. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up, and we'll return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got Edwards, Butler out there with Joel Embiid, and it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. It's hauled in by Beal. And it's Phoenix's ball. Jones finds Plumlee. 4-3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires from deep. And no good. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss. Well, the Suns shooting only 36% so far in this game. There's Plumlee with a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Embiid, a screen on Beal. Here's McCain. No made baskets yet. 6 on the shot clock. Yabusele nails it from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
There's Plumlee with a 3. Counted from distance. Plumlee's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Beal, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's McCain, defended by Jones. Back to Edwards. Screen by Embiid. Lets it fly. Edwards, no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Yabusele. He's covered by O'Neal. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Edwards against Allen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And stolen by Edwards. And here's Butler outside. Plumlee pulls down the board.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model, where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for O'Neal. Dunn comes in for Allen. Booker, he's checked in for Beal. And Gillespie is subbed in for Jones. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Fades away. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. For 3, Maxey knocks down the long J. Maxey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They set the screen. Booker, the pass to Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a 3, I'll make one right in your eye.
Now here's Oubre. No points yet. It's George on the wing. 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Durant surveying the D. Plumlee, a screen on Oubre. This one for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
You kind of saw this coming. Maxey had to at least try to one-up though.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Gillespie. And here's Booker. With the fadeaway. Oh, yeah! Booker dialing long distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sixers on top, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the floor for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the 3. For 3, Maxey. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Durant. For the lead. Paul George pulls down the board. The Sixers leading. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Now here's Durant. 17 points in the game. Basket's good.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Booker against Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Booker. There's the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Durant. 19 points in the game. Over Oubre. Durant with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside Oubre. From the arc. Drains the triple. Oubre's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
On the wing, Durant. Over Oubre. Yeah, that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 21. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Screen by Embiid. For 3, Maxey. They get it again. Second chance shot. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And there's a pick. Here's Durant. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Give him 23.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Now here's Booker. 6 points for him.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable. A testament to how much he cares about his craft.
It's George on the wing. Defended by Dunn. Again, the Sixers score.
We call that money from the mid-range. PG doing his thing in the sweet spot.
Pass to Beal. Durant against Oubre. Durant, the pass to Beal. Oh, sweet move from deep. That's good from Durant on the assist by Beal. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Grimes. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Durant. A minute 4 left in the third. Back to Booker. Over to the left wing. Dunn, the pass to Booker. For 3, Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Now just a 3-point 76ers lead. Embiid, a screen on Booker. For 3, Maxey. The long distance 3 is buried. Maxey's got 12 points in the game.
I mean, talk about spacing out a defense. Maxey can get to the cup at will and can also hit from well beyond the arc.
That one drops for him.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George, a screen on Durant. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. For 3, Maxey. He can't get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Sixers ahead. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Joel Embiid. Butler out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Philadelphia leading by 4. Edwards with it. Pass to Butler. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. That shot missing. Excellent D there from O'Neal. 3 on 3. Plumlee with it. Plumlee, a screen on Butler. Jones from outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Yabusele offline with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed him.
Fader on the way. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Here's the 3. He drops it from range. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Now here's Edwards. Here's McCain. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to McCain. From the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's McCain. Fires the three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Booker. Jones sets a screen. Booker, the pass to Plumlee. Fades. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 4. Booker for 3. Oh, Booker from the parking lot.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. A nice shot by McCain.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Booker, pass to O'Neal. There's a minute 54 left to play in the 4th. And it's Booker again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards with it. Dunn in his pocket. 4-3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside O'Neal. Jones feels it out. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Dunn. Now Plumlee. Plumlee a screen. Booker for 3. They get it back. Left side Jones. Three-pointer O'Neal. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. O'Neal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Embiid a screen on Booker. This one for 3. And nails the tray.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Screen by O'Neal. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Plumlee a screen. Booker for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Pass to McCain. Embiid, a screen on Plumlee. Here's McCain. Can't get the 3 to fall. Fires away from way outside. Misses the shot. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic.
Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Tatum against Durant. Pass to Richards. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Tatum against KD. Porzingis with the ball. We're about 1 minute into the first. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Pass to Richards. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Done shot's good.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Beal with the steal. From the arc. Dunn misses.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Pass to Porzingis. Fades. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble. So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. It's on target from the high post. Brown's got 5 points so far.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And that one, good.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Pass to Beal. Shoots over White. Back to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. And here's KD for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Stolen by Durant. Booker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Durant sets a screen for Beal. And the dunk by Beal.
Good job attacking in transition. Beal out in front.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Off target from outside. Holiday against Beal. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Setting the floor for the Suns, the wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point guard. O'Neal passes to Beal. From past the arc, good on the triple. Beal's got 5 now.
It's the confidence of Beal. He lets it fly from range when he really likes the look.
Unloads. Plumlee with the rebound. The Suns leading. Boston shooting well, 50% from the floor. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Tatum's shot is off. And here's Phoenix. It's been 8 unanswered points for him, and Beal gets to O'Neal. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Craig pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
It's Beal on the wing. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Here's Craig after the made shot from Bradley Beal. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. High arcing shot, and that one good. And now an 8-point Suns lead.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Tatum with it. Jones covering. Horford against Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Durant's checked in for O'Neal. Dunn comes in for Grayson Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Bradley Beal. Holiday finds Porzingis. Horford in the post, guarded by KD, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Suns. Here's Plumlee. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Boston again missing. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-5 run here. Plumlee, no luck. Celtics trail by 9. Porzingis passes to Hauser. Here's the teardrop. Outside, White. Pass to Hauser. Bounce pass, Holiday. The jump hook. The kick out to Brown. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 15-5 run. Allen for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now Plumlee following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And the wing jumper offline. It's stolen by Allen. Pass to Plumlee. The 3. The shot. No good. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. And it's sent back by PD. Goes back up. And the shot is good. The Phoenix Suns make that down to 8 on the bucket from Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Booker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Richards. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Richards got his first points of the game. Tatum against Durant. Tatum passes to Porzingis. The rebound by Richards.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pulls from the top of the key. The rebound by Holiday.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Tatum finds Porzingis. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Richards. Shot from the wing. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Holiday with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Outside Tatum. Now here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Richard, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Suns. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Back to Brown. Brown jams it in.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
Outside Durant. Booker with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Inside, here's Richards. Outside for KD. From outside the arc. Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
There's the lob to Brown.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Booker the pass to Richards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Jones checked in for the Suns. The Suns shooting their first free throw this game. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Here's O'Neal. Rebounded by the Celtics. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Pritchard passes to Horford. Takes it off the glass. And now just a 5-point Suns lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Cornette. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hauser the pass to Cornette. Shoots over Richards. And again, it's Boston converting.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
KD sets the pick for Beal. There's the 3. That shot missing. Here's Hauser. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Suns on top, up by 3. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Suns, they've got Plumlee. Dunn is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Jones, and it's Booker in at the 2 guard. And Plumlee kicks to O'Neal. Plumlee sets the pick for O'Neal. Fires for 3. Connects from 3-point range. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Oh, and a aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Celtics. Phoenix leading by 4. Jones, the pass to Plumlee. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Holiday. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Booker outside. Stolen by Holiday. It's tipped and stolen by Dunn. Booker looking around. Takes the 3. And you know who? Devin Booker. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
O'Neal misses. Celtics trail by 4, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Second team foul.
And that one misses. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Luke Cornett, and it's White in for Pritchard. Phoenix also making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Jones. And it's White missing.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
They get it again. The fadeaway, and too long on the shot. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And the dunk by Tatum.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Beal. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Richards passes to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix, no good that time either.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And finished off by Brown.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
They set the pick. Right side Durant. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game. 14 feet away. The shot by Holiday, no good. Booker outside. 1:06 left in the 4th. 18 feet out. Money!
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
And here's Tatum for 3. The rebound by Richards.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
KD's shot is off. Horford with the screen on Booker. And Holiday kicks to Horford. Back to Holiday. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, wow! Oh, that was unbelievable!
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Oh, man. And here are the Suns now. They lead by 7. Shoots a fader, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Outside, Beal. Had the space there, but it's offline. Missed. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought well-worked. Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. And so
matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Brown finds Holiday. Another shot. Right side, Porzingis. Pass to White. There's the triple, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do.
Get him open looks early.
Embiid, a screen on Holiday. For three, Maxey. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Porzingis misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid from outside. Drops in the three.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Right side, Holiday. Tatum passes to Brown. Outside, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Here's the floater. And it's laid up and in by Brown.
Man, how about the cool, composed attitude of Jaylen Brown in these spots? I mean, rising up and knocking it down with the shot clock up against him, that's pretty good.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Tatum, like most players, is best when he's aggressive and attacking the basket.
Pass to George. Jacks up a three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here are the Sixers now, following the bucket by Boston. Grimes, the pass to George. Three-pointer. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. George against Brown. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Oh, got that one up quick. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Now here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. And here's Brown for three. Sinks the tray. Brown's got 5 points.
I mean, he'll just come right back at you. Brown with all the confidence that he can do it better.
Embiid can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Brown with it. Guarded now by George. Brown passes to Holiday. Off target with the three.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's George. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. He's got 5.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And it's Maxey missing. Boston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Maxey surveys. The Sixers again can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brown against Maxey. Outside, Brown. Cornette sets a screen. Shoots over Maxey. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great job ending the quarter.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Boston out in front, up 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got Edwards. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Council in at the power forward position. Hauser can't get it to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Drummond for 3. Offensive board. For 3, Maxey. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package. Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with it.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Fires for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Pritchard. The 3 from Craig. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 6. Pass to McCain. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Back to Tatum. Floats one up. Horford can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Council. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Edwards against Tatum. Pass to Horford. Over Drummond. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Maxey. That shot is off.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Edwards for 3. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics lead by 3. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, BA, and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. 76ers trail by 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Maxey, that's good.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Horford with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. From downtown. It's stolen by Maxey. There's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Hauser's got 4 rebounds in the game. To win the drought, connects from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. Lets the 3 fly. Hauser can't get it to go. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey, and here's Drummond. Fires the 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 12 seconds left in the half. 4 on the clock. Pass to Hauser. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him. Tie game in Boston. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
25. The 76ers, 25.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The kick out to Maxey. George outside. Knocks down the triple. George has got 8 points.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
George scanning the floor. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. Porzingis finds Tatum. Goes up at the elbow. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8 points now. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Off target from outside. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Oubre with a steal. Here's Grimes. Gets the 3 to fall. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Oubre. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And now a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just look so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Here's Grimes. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Holiday. And here's Porzingis. Over Oubre. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Holiday. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Philadelphia leading by 5. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Brown passes to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
George against Brown. From deep 3-point land. Boston pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight. Celtics trail by 3. The drive by Holiday. Here's Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Shoots over Oubre. Another one falls for Boston. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Embiid, a screen on Holiday. For three, Maxey sends it home from three-point land. Maxey's got 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. Oh, stolen by Embiid. In transition. And here's Oubre from the arc. The shot off that time. It doesn't go for him. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Butler. Eric Gordon is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And Pritchard, here we go. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 5. For 3, Gordon. Hauser grabs the board. Hauser's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Tatum. Out to Horford. Launches it from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's McCain. Launches it. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Over to the wing. Now Horford. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers leading. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's McCain. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Oh, stolen by Embiid. For 3, Gordon. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Yabusele looked at. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
And here's Butler outside. Kept alive.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
And it's Shireman missing. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Embiid. Back to Butler. Six to shoot. Back to Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
Tatum passes to Hauser. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Yabusele. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, tying the lead, they give up a big triple.
And as soon as they splashed that bomb, the air just went right out of the building. Total deflation.
At the line for your Celtics,
Horford hits them both.
Keymates, they needed all of them.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with it. Embiid, a screen on Brown. It's George on the wing, defended by Brown.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Horford. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet.
That's why Horford's out there. He's a weapon, and you've got to pay attention to him. This guy can bring you baskets in the clutch.
George passes to Oubre. The three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Kristaps Porzingis. He's checked in for Horford. So it's Boston now. Holiday from long range. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Brown against George. Pass to Oubre. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Kick out to Brown. So it's the 76ers taking the W in a close. Allie, thank you as always.